Anyways, that's my idea of um, obsessed with fantasy. Did y'all see this? It says 10-year-old boy shoots and kills his mother for not buying him a virtual reality headset. A 10-year-old boy who shot and killed his 44-year-old mother last week in Milwaukee is being charged with first-degree homicide as an adult. According to criminal complaint, the boy was allegedly mad at his mom for waking him up early and not letting him have something on Amazon.
Wow.
That's crazy.
The complaint says the woman was shot in the head and her 10-year-old son did it. Investigators say the boy told them his mother walked in front of him when he tried to shoot the wall to scare her. The complaint goes on to say after shooting his mother, he put the gun in the living room closet, then telling his older sister their mom is dead. The alleged reason why is on page 3 of this complaint and states he admitted that his mother would not allow him to have something from Amazon that he wanted to have. The complaint goes on to state the boy wanted a virtual reality headset, which he bought the day after his mother's death. The complaint says he apologized to his grandma for killing his mom, then asked if his Amazon package arrived. Criminal complaint shows the boy's sister told detectives he had rage issues all his life and becomes very angry and acts out. 44-year-old woman dead. This criminal complaint says the woman was shot in the head and her 10-year-old son did it.
Where did he get the gun from? Whose gun was it?
Man, he in Wisconsin, bro. Everybody got guns.
The gun
Nah,
wasn't locked up.
that's an answer for Texas. Uh, Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, Wisconsin is the same way. Wisconsin, and you can't. Wisconsin is a state where they do. You got to think they got all of the seasons. They do every deer hunt there is, from bow to gun to the other way that they use to hunt. Yeah,
Dude,
Wisconsin is a.
their sports fans wear big blocks of cheese on their head. You don't know what's up there.
They need to have their guns locked up. What kind of gun was it? Did he's 10 years old? You know, I mean, maybe it was a hunting gun. I mean, where was it at? Should it have been locked up? Where was the bullets? Did you store it, load it? I mean, I
I
don't
don't think
see.
she's going to get. I don't think she's going to get convicted of negligence.
She
Man,
did.
stop it! Stop it!
Freaking
Oh,
so,
you
but
and Chaka,
think
Chaka
about it.
actually answered you.
But think about it. Your kid. How the hell? How would I let my kid like get to a gun and then shoot me? Like I, I don't know
Well,
how I
well,
could let that series of
because
events come
no,
about.
because
You
bro,
got to sleep
because
10 years
sometime.
because she
old.
no, because she doesn't think that it's that serious. And he said he always rages out. So okay, he's angry. All right, just let him do what he do. It'll be all right. He'll calm down in a minute.
Let them play
And
with guns. Let them play
Don't
with the
let- keep
gun.
you
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 don't
say
keep a
let
loaded firearm in the house with someone with anger issues. Period. Even if they're your own, especially if they're your own.
Exactly. You know, and even if he's not, even if he doesn't have anger issues, he's 10 years old. He's not going to be making good decisions if, he's got access to a gun. He might shoot her just for fun, just for a joke, or a
Have a
prank,
trigger
or
lock on it.
freaking TikTok video. What do you say, Doc? I'm sorry, I missed.
I said, or keep a damn trigger lock on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it needs to be. And what if about intruder? Oh, who else? Somebody else come. The gun obviously wasn't secure. Somebody come, they shoot you, they kill you, you're dead. You're gonna let somebody else get to the gun and kill you before, you know what I'm saying? How do you let this happen? How does that happen?
Well, I think it's probably like much simpler like than you think. Like I don't like the kid if he's a hunter, like we're assuming that he may be a hunter. I mean, everything is right there, and nobody thinks that it needs to be hidden. I mean, that's just the perception most people are gonna have. You don't think that this kid is about to freak out and do some stupid shit because of a virtual reality headset. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I
Like,
feel you on that because my people from the country. So and if there's hunting happening, there's hunting guns around. They're just
bro,
around everywhere. They're hanging
yeah,
on
I
the
mean,
wall. They're
because I
everywhere.
mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know if to say that okay, this generation is that much worse or whatever, because the possibility has always been there, but you know, just the idea that uh, some damn armadillos or something might be running through the garden. Shit, anybody can go grab the shotgun or the a rifle and go and you know put a bullet in the armadillo or whatever it is that's going through the garden. So it's just like it's just
Yeah. Let
you
me read
know
the comments. This one, it says, crazy thing. His mom probably had it for Christmas. Phew. Another comment, it says, daily reminder to hit your kids harder.
what?
Another comment, it says, he gonna regret killing his mama. He out of line. Another comment, y'all saying all this other shit, but if Lil Bro had a good male figure in his life, shit would be different. I think we
What?
don't know that, but eh, I
It's a
could,
great possibility
yeah.
that is true because a little boy growing up, and if it's just his mama and his sister, and he's around all that estrogen, all of that emotional, like, because I mean, you have higher, less emotional control, especially as a boy, like that's can become outrageous. Women, that's a part of their nature, but for a
Not to
boy,
not to
they,
mention using that monthly time as an excuse to be just psychotic sometimes. I'm not saying they did, but not saying all do, but I've known quite a few women that are like,
well,
hey,
Well,
I see time in the month, fuck
these
me,
kids
whatever.
these kids are wily too, though. The girls and the boys. Like this generation
well,
scares me. They're
well,
scary.
but you know what? Because see, I mean, we have to go back to the people who's raising these people. Our generation is who's not spending. A lot of us that didn't. We feel like, oh well, we didn't get our pay. Our dad wasn't there. He's got a better. He's got it better because at least I come around. But if you're not talking to them and giving them the mind to work through a lot of the things that's much tougher for them than it was for us. Like if you're not purposely, because like I said, if you're not raising children with a purpose, what the hell you here for? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to give that time, and everybody, like too many people trying to medicate, self-medicate. And like their problem is bigger, but like then what's happening right in front of them, the children are suffering because you know
I
they they
mean,
can't they
I
can't spend
hear
the
that.
time.
I hear that, man. I hear that, and we say that all the time. I'm guilty of it too. Maybe if he had a male role model in the house, not just his mom and his sister and this and this and that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, we got to big up the moms too because there's several young men that turned out to be exceptional young men that was
What
raised by a mother and a grandmother or a mother and an older sister.
what
I mean, I
I
understand what they
agree.
saying. I
Yes.
get where they coming from, but it's like we can't continue to push that narrative. That's just like when a rapper dies, we can't continue to say we got to stop black on black violence.
No, no, no.
That's
It's the
not black on black violence, you know.
and I'm not trying to perpetuate the fact that because I know many myself. Like I mean, I was raised mainly by my mother. I did have other male influences throughout my life. That was outside of my dad, and of course when I got older, that did involve my dad. But what I'm saying is like if you don't if that child does not have the right temperament, because
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest differences that we have to really talk about, because there's some kids that just got a mild manner and some that's much you
Yeah,
know, a wild, is a mild or wild. So
yeah.
the wild one, they need way more attention because, you know, emotionally, if they're not,
Good morning.
emotionally mature, they're going to tear shit up. And the worse is the older they get, the worse it'll be.
Yep.
So just imagine. I mean, but I mean, if he makes it, he's at 10 years old and he's end up, supposedly accidentally killing his mom. I mean, but it's still based on negligence, right? Ignorance. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah, I mean that's true.
These kids are scary to
You
me,
know,
though.
and
but you
I'm a
gotta
man.
check.
I don't want the narrative that men are not doing their job. But
Yeah,
I think that there are still situations where we have to be more responsible in our children's lives. Like, I'm a truck driver. I'm gone most of the time, but I talk to my son every day.
yeah, yeah. But you have to check those behaviors, man. You know what I'm saying? As a parent, you got to know your child. You have to check those behaviors. I don't necessarily talk to my kids every day. My son is not really at that age where he's on the
Yeah,
cell phone and things of that nature like that.
yeah.
But he there's also that level of respect, and he know if he gets his ass in trouble, and my wife, yeah, his mama say, hey, I'm letting your daddy know what you did, bruh. He, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just he has that level of respect, that fear, because
It makes a
I'm not,
difference.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because when I'm at home, certain things that she may have to tell him twice to do or 3 or 4 times to do, I tell his ass one time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And he know I mean business, but
Well,
like I say, at the end of the day, it's just about checking those behaviors. Like, I'm gonna love you and be kind. I'm not gonna whoop your ass for everything, but I'm gonna check you. You know what I'm
well,
saying? And I talk to my son real. People be telling me, man, you shouldn't say the N word to, like, if he getting out of line, I get on his ass. Like,
nah. You're not protecting them by not cursing or even trying to hold them to a standard of not cursing, because the world is not that. But my whole thing, say you better be respectful around adults, but you around your friends, you cuss, that's on y'all, whatever. But my thing is that they need to have a threat to some extent, because I don't necessarily believe in corporal punishment like whooping ass, but I think that you have to at least threaten them with it. And if you threaten them with it, you got to be willing to go through with whooping that ass at least once or twice, and that may happen a few times at different stages of life because they forgot what their last ass whooping was like. But you know, I think that boys have to be raised differently than girls. You know, you just have to, like, if we're looking for them to be the protectors and be able to discern, and like, they can't be overly emotional. That shit's got to be checked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be. You can't have them going around with male physical abilities and a female mindset on having temper tantrums and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? The police are not going to deal with him the same way as they will with a female.
I don't think that either gender should be having, emotional,
What
overly emotional
what I
reactions.
True. I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm mainly speaking on this little boy, but no, I mean, we all need to have emotional intelligence, where we have control over what we're doing. But we're saying, like, this is a major problem for boys, because if you get too erratic and you just thinking that you can say and do whatever, can end your life. You
yeah,
But
know.
that can happen for females. Let me read these comments right quick. It says, "These new generation of kids are truly misguided, but taking that anger and passionately killing his mother is beyond me. His very own life is done before he knew it. Mm.
Well, yeah, and you know they saying misguided, unguided. Because I mean, a lot of times, I mean, like if you really think about it, I mean, a lot of kids, little boys, they push to the TV, video games, and you know because mama, daddy too damn busy, and you know you can't allow something or someone or something else to raise your kid and expect that it's just gonna be all right. It takes actual focus and a plan, an agenda. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
let me read a couple more. It says, "Get these kids some help. It starts younger than this, as we can see." Another comment, it says, "Let's make this a point in prayer when we ask God for children. This is terrible." Another comment, it says, "You still living for these kids, huh?"
wow.
Man,
That's
you know, we gotta also. It goes back to like what we was discussing earlier, and what we were saying earlier, and how y'all broke down the mental health. You know, that shit starts in these kids too. You know, and we need to pay attention to those signs. You know, because you could very well be a child brought up in a nuclear household, nuclear family, and turn out to be, you know, this habitual criminal. You know
Jeffrey
what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was in a household with
But he
his
was in a
mother, his
fucked up household. Jeffrey Dahmer
was
was
it?
in a very fucked up household. Yeah, very
Oh,
fucked up.
okay.
His mom was deemed to be crazy by his dad because his dad was doing fucked up shit, and his dad was teaching him how to kill and dissect animals at an early age. You know, so yeah, yeah. He grew up with some mental shit that affected him in his adult life,
Well,
that
yeah,
caused a lot of his
that's no doubt.
issues.
That's no doubt. I mean, something happened, but you know, the main point was that he grew up in a household with a mother and a father. You know,
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
read this comment right here. It says, "I said in a comment about something similar, beat they butt and was flagged for promoting hate. No, that's love because everyone needs healthy fear. Example, if a child doesn't fear their electric socket, then if the child touch
Zzz,
it, what will happen? It
zzz.
will not be a Dragon Ball Z."
Great point, and that's the point I'm saying. Like, I mean, you got to raise a kid. You know, if you just tell them that hey, everything, you know, life is just life. You live it and enjoy it and have fun and do whatever you please with no consequences. Like, you're gonna see more dead kids or more kids going to prison because of them not having a clear sight of you know the possibilities of you know what the wrongdoings can do to
What
them.
happened?
Yeah, like everybody has consequences, and the less that you express them to those kids to realize this is not what you want, then I mean they're not gonna realize it until not like this kid is in jail as an adult, a 10-year-old.